This should only last about 15 to 20 minutes. Throughout the session, if you think of any questions that you'd like to ask, you can enter them into the question pane, and I will answer those at the end, but I may end up answering your questions throughout the session. So I encourage you to ask questions, and if I see that I've already answered them, I'll just skip over them. But today we're going to go over video in education at a glance, just some research and statistics that I found in my research of video in education. I'll of course give you a demonstration of the Learning Engine within Canvas. And then at the end of the session, there'll be some action items that you want to do, including taking advantage of our free pilot, as well as downloading our free CaptureCast agent for Chrome for webcam and screen recording. So here you see several different terms. These are buzzwords and trends that we see with regard to video used in education. Flipped classrooms, of course, are classrooms where the lesson is viewed at home via video by students. Blended learning is implementing all sorts of different types of technology, including video. Lecture capture is primarily used in higher education for just capturing and delivering lectures, and having a media library or a place where you can store all of your course's media. So over to the right, you see some statistics, and I want to draw your attention to the last one where it says 1/3 of students are accessing video online through their own initiative to help with homework. So this is very telling in that video is a very relevant tool that is currently being used by students, whether their faculty or instructors are using videos or not. So it's a very effective tool, and the trends indicate that there will be a continual rise in the use of video. So some reasons why simply using a video may not be enough, as far as just embedding a video or just having a video with nothing else to coincide with it. Over to the left, you see some more findings. In my research, I found that the attention span of students is anywhere from 3 to 15 minutes. And it may surprise you to know that the 3-minute attention span is actually referring to those in higher education towards the end of a lecture. So with the average lecture lasting anywhere from 50 to 90 minutes, those drops in attention become more and more frequent, and the chances of them retaining the information that you're sharing also is drastically reduced. And I also found that online students expect to only watch an average of 5 minutes of video. So even if you did record, a wonderful 30-minute lesson, let's say, or your entire lecture of, 50 or 60 minutes, chances are your students aren't going to be watching the entire thing. They'll be skipping around, trying to find the areas in which you covered a topic that they're needed to re-educate themselves on. So that's why having concepts within your video are key. Your video needs to be smart and intentional, and by smart, I'll show you in our Learning Engine demonstration how we've created video experiences to be smart and interactive, and the tools to accomplish it have to be simple. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and jump right into our demonstration. I'll be going over the video gallery itself, so you can see it within the Canvas Learning Management System. I will also show you our interactive video player and how to also embed Learning Engine videos within assignments in Canvas. I'll show you how easy it is to build your media library, and then I'll also show you how to enrich your videos. Okay, so let's just escape out of this, and I'll bring up my Canvas instance. So this is a faculty view. I'm just choosing my American History course here. And you see over on the left-hand side of the screen, the Learning Engine is a choice within this course. So this is an LTI compliant tool that can be used within Canvas. So it can be implemented in any Canvas course and will be accessed by any faculty members and students that have access to courses with the Learning Engine. So if I just click on that, I'm taken over into a the media gallery. So all of these videos are either hosted on YouTube or Vimeo, and that is a pre-qualifier for using the Learning Engine. Having a learning management system such as Canvas, and also using YouTube and Vimeo, or either one for hosting your video. So we actually don't host any video here at Katura Video. We're leveraging what YouTube and Vimeo are excellent at, and enhancing the experience in the areas where they are lacking. So I'll go more in detail on that within the interactive video player. So some of these videos I've created myself and uploaded to YouTube and Vimeo and brought in to the Learning Engine. Others are videos that I just liked. So this Andrew Jackson, I believe, is a History Channel video that I wanted to use as supplemental material for my course. So you can use public videos as well as create your own. Just kind of going over the other features that you'll see in the main media gallery. This is a standard search bar that will search several levels of data associated with the video, including titles, tags, chapters, notes, and in some cases, spoken word. So I typed in the word Google, for example, and I had 5 results. So not all of these, as you can see, have it in the title. So it's a very deep level search that will allow students to go directly to the video that they're needing to. Okay, so just backing out of that, you'll also see these folders that I created. These are what we call collections. And this is just a way for faculty members to group their media according to topic, or let's say you wanted to scale this out by weeks within this semester, week 1, week 2, etc. And you can group media in any of these folders and also share it with multiple folders. So if you have a video, for example, that's pertinent to policies, but will also appear on the final exam, and you want to include that video for study material, now your students will know which video to study and exactly what point in time they need to study to educate themselves appropriately. All right, so let's jump right into the video player so I can show you what I meant by smart video. I'm just going to choose this video down here. You can see this is a video that's hosted on YouTube. And what you'll immediately see is A, you're not in YouTube or Vimeo. You're still in the classroom course experience, so it's a purely academic environment. And B, you're not going to see all those ads and irrelevant videos pop up to the side suggesting, hey, now that you watched that, you might also want to watch, you know, the 2015 cat fails video. So it's a purely academic experience. So let's go ahead and click play here. We'll see a few things that are happening. I see chapter 1 review. This is a title I created on YouTube. I saw a spotlight. I also created that using the YouTube annotator as well as this overlay. And then I also want to draw your attention to these closed captions down here. So these are the free automated captions that YouTube provides. And within our Learning Engine, they're actually searchable. So let's just type in the word Google, and I get a transcription result. So now anytime the word Google was spoken within this video, a student can click on this particular timestamp and it will take me exactly to that point in time of the video. Now this is huge for reducing learning gaps and allowing students to take advantage of those estimated 5 minutes that they're going to watch the video and only watch the parts of the video that they're needing to you know, learn and, you know, re-educate themselves on. So let's click on this arrow here, and I'm brought over to our notepad. Now this includes chapters and notes. Our chapters widget is just a really simple way for faculty members to chunk up their video into concepts or ideas. So if you have, let's say, the same video that you want to use throughout the semester for several different lessons, if it's a documentary, for example, you can chunk this up into, you know, different battles or different ideas or different chapters, so that the student will only watch the parts of the video that you're wanting them to. Alternatively, you can also use notes, or in addition to, you can use our notes widget. And this is where you would enter in any long form text that you want to have associated with your video. So if there's a Wikipedia article, for example, or if you, you know, want to let your students know that there's going to be a quiz about a certain part of the video they're needing to study up on, you can do that. So really the options are endless. It's completely up to you how you would want to use the tool. This just drives interaction and reduces learning gaps by allowing the student to make the most of their time and the use of video. So let's scroll on over to our transcript card. Now this is our the transcription card that will actually scroll in real time as you're watching the video. And so you can, you know, follow along. This is really great for, you know, complying to 508 compliance, which is a requirement for all online videos to have, you know, closed captions. So now anybody that's hard of hearing or anybody that would just want to watch the video or watch the transcript along with it, they could easily do that. You can also print this out. So if they wanted to do that, it's very simple. They can increase the font size of the text as well as decrease it. So it's really up to you on how you want. You can make this as smart as you want, or you could just, easily put videos up here. Okay, so I also want to draw your attention to a multi-source video. Now this is a video that was recorded and obviously published to YouTube using one of our other products, the CaptureCast Pro, which is a hardware appliance for automating lecture capture as well as providing multi-perspective. So this is in no way a requirement to use the Learning Engine. It's just an option if you're wanting to automate and streamline your lecture capture. So I just want to draw your attention to this because what you can actually do as a student is toggle in real time in between these different video sources. So while I hear my teacher still speaking, I can go over to the PowerPoint presentation that they're sharing about, all while I hear them explaining the PowerPoint. So those are the ways that students can interact with the videos. Now I'm going to show you how easy it is to build your media library. So first I will show you up here in the top right hand corner is our CaptureCast Chrome application. It's a free application for students, faculty, personal use to use that will do a webcam and screen recording. So you would just specify, if you want to do a webcam as well as your screen, you can do picture-in-picture. You can upload existing videos that you already have on your computer or say on your network drive that you want to publish to YouTube and Vimeo. And it will just it'll publish to either YouTube and Vimeo, and you can change the titles and tags and all of that. You can also download the media. Unfortunately, I don't have any recordings in here to show you that, but it's very, very simple and straightforward. And again, it's free on the Chrome store. Okay, the other ways to get media in here are using our importer tools. So let's click on our YouTube video importer. Using Google Single Sign-On, I'm just selecting which account I want to use. And what we've given you the ability to do is to import videos that you've ever liked on YouTube, uploaded to YouTube, anything you've ever watched, and anything you've ever marked for watching later. So let's just pick this video here, click on import. I'm notified that it was imported successfully, and I see it down here at the bottom. The same process goes for Vimeo, but using Vimeo Single Sign-On, obviously. And because Vimeo is set up a little bit different than YouTube is with regard to not having those categories of liked, uploaded, watched, and history, they just have one giant repository for your organization's media. So we give you the ability to actually search titles. So you can easily seek and discover which ones you want to bring in. Okay? So when people ask the difference between Vimeo and YouTube, they're obviously great at, their players are excellent. They're easily the world's leaders with regard to being played back on any device in HD quality. They're excellent at that. But both of them have a very linear playback experience. So within YouTube and Vimeo, you can't interact with the media. You can't add the notes and chapters and have students be able to seek and find and discover within the video themselves. And not only so, but unless you're embedding the video, you're being taken to an external site where you're no longer in the classroom. The other thing I'm going to show you is how to embed a learning engine within an assignment. So if your school or if you decide to use assignments primarily for your class, you can embed a learning engine video and only get that one video within the assignment so that a student doesn't have to try and find which video you're wanting them to watch. They could just get this clickable link and have all of the same learning engine interaction that they can within the main media gallery. Okay, so they can search and discover that and do all of the things that I had just showed you in the main media gallery. Okay, so enriching your videos is also very simple. So to do this, you would just click on Manage and specify the video you want to edit. If you're wanting to add a chapter or a note, the process is the same in that you hover and click. You can move this around and adjust it as needed. give it a quick title, and if it's a note, you give it a quick title and some content. The other things you can do are submit this to 3Play. So 3Play Media is a service that we integrate with for professional transcriptions that are 100% accurate. And so to do that, you would just have to have a 3Play account and enter in your 3Play information in the appropriate area within the Learning Engine and specify the turnaround time. So we offer anywhere from 8 hours to 10 business days. And this would just allow faculty members to automatically submit their videos to 3Play. They would bill you separately, but if you would like to get in touch with them, we could easily, put you in contact with the right people to get you an account. I also want to draw your attention to the YouTube controls here. So subtitles and captions allow you to edit the free captions. I picked a bad video because that's actually one that I don't have access to, and it actually brings up a good point because the videos that you can edit with regard to subtitles and captions, they have to be your videos. So if you have, let's say, a National Geographic video in here and you want to edit those captions and subtitles, well, they don't want your edits, so you're not going to be able to change those. You're only going to be able to change captions and whatnot and annotate and edit videos that you actually upload to YouTube. So let's click on subtitles and captions here. And you see these automated captions. It's very simple to edit these. The YouTube automatic captions are only about 50 to 60% accurate depending on your dialect and the subject for which you're speaking about. But doing the edits are very, very simple. You just click on edit like I did and edit whichever letters or words need some tweaking. You just click publish edits. Because this is a YouTube hosted video, we aren't hosting the video. It's going to be a real-time transition over into the Learning Engine. We also have YouTube controls for annotations, which allow for you to add in overlays such as notes, speech bubbles, spotlights, video links, and also titles. Analytics give you the basic Google Analytics for the video, including number of views, estimated minutes watched, etc. And general info is where you change your privacy settings for YouTube videos. We always recommend an unlisted setting for YouTube. That way it won't appear on the main YouTube index if somebody were to search for it. And that also brings up another point that a lot of schools either ban YouTube or prefer not to use it because it seems less secure. And so Vimeo Pro is the perfect option for that because they actually allow you to lock down your videos to your domain. So the only way your video is going to be watched is within the course. So that just adds another level of security. The other thing I'll show you is the enhancements tool within YouTube. This is where you would go if you wanted to trim your video. And again, these are all free tools on YouTube. These are not even required. I mean, the Learning Engine isn't required to use these. If you have a YouTube account or if you have Google Apps for Education and YouTube's enabled, you can use all of those tools. And we do have support docs on some of these on how to use them and best practices as well. Okay, so let's just cancel out of that. The last thing I'll show you is how you can actually share your videos with other courses that you teach. So if you want to share all of these videos semester to semester, you don't want to reinvent the wheel by adding, in which videos that you're wanting and having to search and find those on YouTube. Depending upon how your Canvas administrator sets up your courses from semester to semester, you'll be able to share these videos with the same course that you'll be teaching the following semester, or even a course that you currently teach. So let's just type in public speaking, section 1, boom, shared, and save. You can also choose to make these videos visible or invisible by your students. You can change the default settings for that as well. It's very simple. So you can have as much control over how these are published as possible, as you'd like. Okay. So that about wraps up the demonstration of the Learning Engine. Again, as you can see, it's a very simple to use platform. It's obviously an HTML5 interface, so you can use this on any device, and it's all within Canvas. So I'm just going to bring up my PowerPoint here and wrap us up. So obviously, as I mentioned before, there's some pre-qualifiers for using the Learning Engine. You have to have a Google account. So we see this rolled out mostly in Google Apps for Education schools or Google Apps for Business enterprise systems. You'd have to have an LTI compliant learning management system such as Canvas, and then also using either YouTube or Vimeo Pro or both for hosting your video. So now that you've heard about it, I'm sure you love it. Now you want to know how much it is and what do you get with it. So for all Learning Engine customers, you get unlimited online ticketing support. You get all of the captured importing tools, all of the management and enrichment tools, the learning management system integration, unlimited course enablement for faculty and students, so we don't worry about full-time enrollment or anything like that. You get access to all of the maintenance updates and the latest and greatest Learning Engine enhancements, bi-weekly training on the tools, and onboarding training of your tech staff, which usually lasts approximately 2 hours. So we do have special pricing for K through 12 as well as higher education, and I'll be happy to get you a quote. You would just reach out to me at the information I'm going to show you in just a few minutes. Some optional add-ons that you might want to take advantage of are direct support incident packages that give you the same day direct phone support and 4-hour response time to the same dedicated support engineer every time. Otherwise, you can take advantage of our unlimited online ticketing system using Zendesk. We also offer training and consulting packages if video is a newer initiative for your school, or if you're wanting more extensive training on the tools personalized to your staff outside of the onboarding training, we can definitely work with you on that. And this is where the to-dos come in. So contact me, Emily at KaturaVideo.com for a free pilot. So the summertime is a very, very popular time for getting pilots going. Also contact me if you want me to, present to any of your other staff and colleagues. And then also follow us on social media for the latest updates. And then the last but not least, you want to download that CaptureCast Chrome app from the Chrome store. So right now what you'll want to do is access it by going to this website here. And then you'll see a link over to the Chrome store where you'll be able to add our extension onto Chrome. But in a couple of weeks, it should be, searchable within the Chrome store. But for now, you want to access it this way. And then we always encourage you to give us feedback and to rate it on the Chrome store, because the more ratings we get and the better reviews, the better for us. So that about wraps up my presentation. Thank you so much for taking the time out to listen today, and I look forward to hearing from you.